Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Tesla Fact. Oh my gosh. Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Tesla Effect, where last time we found Mason Bowers, except he doesn't remember anything. His own concoction was used against him. We're going to need to bring his memory back first in order to solve my case, which requires tracer fluid, trans-interrupter serum.
Trans-interrupter serum, the only thing that can bring back memories.
We're also going to need a key phrase. I forget if we also need one more thing. But for now, let's go down the neighborhood, talk to people, see if we can get a little bit closer to his key phrase. Starting with Holly Graham and possibly the Count. Count St. Augustine, I think was his name.
Only guests of this hotel are allowed entrance through here.
Hey, Tex. How's your case progressing?
Oh yeah, and a laser blade to cut through the cuffs, which we'll probably be able to get from Zach.
Does not compute. Seriously. Can't help you there. Can't help you there.
Oh, alright.
Does not compute.
Wow.
Seriously. Can't help you there.
That is a whole bunch of nothing. I didn't even know this game even had conversations where it was just, I can't help you.
Seriously, we are the dynamic duo, don't you think?
Certainly the boy wonder.
So what have you come up with?
Trans-interrupter serum?
Don't know about that.
Okay. Trans key?
No. No.
Okay. Striking out so far. Clint probably knows nothing. Let's go for the laser blade, though.
More questions? Why you gotta keep coming back with more questions?
You keep making my mafia ties nervous.
You think we got something that expensive here? And you know you gotta have a license to carry one, right?
Do
Look,
you?
I have one of my own. I'll give it to you. But only if you swear that it squares us up.
Do you even care about licenses?
I don't know if this has anything to do with this trans key you're talking about, but after that 48 Pandian flew off, I circled back. I took a quick look around and saw a fresh hypo on the ground along with a few cards. I grabbed them. If you want them, just don't tell the cops I gave them to you.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Zach, you were more helpful than I expected.
These 4 of clubs cards were found scattered all over the alleyway by Zach after the abduction. I think Bauer's trans-interrupter key may be the phrase 4 of clubs. This laser blade can help me free Mason Bowers from Cézanne.
Oh, so I actually have everything I need already. Alright, let's go. Let's get going back to Cézanne.
Mason, how are you today? How's everything going here at the camp? 4 clubs. 4 clubs. 4 clubs, Mason. Come on, wake up. Come on, don't be deaf, dumb, and stupid. Please, Mason, wake up. That's it. Come on. Come on.
Tex, where are we?
I'll give it to you straight.
In a whole lot of trouble.
Is that the trans-interrupter? What have you done?
I busted my ass to get you out of here. You better be worth it.
But I did it to myself. On purpose!
What? Why the hell would you do that?
Oh, God. Now they can find out everything I know. How could you do this?
Oh, well, maybe because I want my memory back. Your friend said you're the only one who could help.
My friend?
Yeah, the one who came for the cryo chamber?
So he has it. The cryo chamber's safe?
Yes, he has it. So where do I get more serum? There was only one dose in your safe. And what the hell's my trance key?
Margaret injected you. She's the only one who could have helped you.
Yeah, and she's dead. And I'm pretty sure her head was the main ingredient in that soup can of yours. Why'd you cut off her head?
I didn't. It was Maldonado. I don't think I could have done it.
Yeah, well, don't mince words, because it was your idea.
Margaret double-crossed us. She came up with her own plan, but I think we stopped her before she could give it to the translator.
Well, you don't come across as totally insane.
She knew things, but she'd given up hope. However, some of us still believe. It wasn't fair for her to take those things to the grave. And I have the technology to tap what's inside her memories. Even after death.
Well, I stand corrected. You are insane.
You were in on it with us. We were all looking for the Tesla egg. But you're the one who found it in the wall of your apartment. I was still working from the inside, letting you all know what the translator was doing.
Do you really need to remove every single bar?
Disappeared. I was afraid she switched sides, so I hired Maldonado to do surveillance on the Ritz, hoping she'd show up.
Yeah, and she did. She and that big mutant came by and injected me.
I caught up to her at the door of her apartment. All I wanted to do was talk, but she clutched her chest and collapsed. Dead before she hit the floor. Decapitation was the last resort.
So when does the abduction come in?
Oh, is that what's in the frozen chamber?
Maldonado brought the cryo chamber while I created a diversion. While they were chasing me, he did the deed. Then I used the transinducer on myself. We'll rendezvous with my friend. We gotta find that egg before the translator does.
All right, but let's swing by and get your wife, too, because she's been worried sick about you.
My wife? I don't have a wife.
Very good, Tex. You continually impress.
The cryo chamber. It holds your answers. Don't let him find it.
Did he just jump to his death? Yes, he did. He is now dead. Adrian Carr is simply that
Tex.
frightening. Oh,
Certainly
hello.
have a gift for making things interesting.
Yeah, it's a gift that just keeps on giving.
I assume you have no idea who we are.
Let me just save some time here. I have no memory of you or anything else since this bastard here shot me and my girlfriend 7 years ago.
Yes. Margaret made sure of that, didn't she? Willing to die just to keep you out of the equation, undermining me at every turn, right up until the end.
I need to know one thing. Did you kill Chelsea?
You could say that.
Don't move.
It's a long story, Tex. Maybe some other time.
Just tell me what happened to Chelsea.
Dalton, would you please answer Tex's question?
My pleasure. We'd stolen your speeder, of course. After I sedated you and Chelsea, you were taken to a place where we could search your memories for leads to Margaret Leonard's whereabouts. When that failed, I staged Chelsea's death, attempting to draw Leonard out of hiding. We left identifiable DNA inside your burned-out speeder.
Which, incidentally, was uninsured.
Leonard didn't fall for it, unfortunately. Eventually, we let Chelsea go, and I never saw her again.
This was all before I returned. I've never seen Chelsea.
I haven't seen her either. As far as you know.
All right. Who are you?
And you are?
I am the translator.
Is translating your profession or a hobby?
It is my mission and my destiny.
Well, I guess that makes 1,000,002 questions that I have. Everything would be a lot easier if you just unlocked my memory.
I would if I could, Tex, believe me. Unfortunately, Margaret took your trance key to her grave.
What? I'm supposed to believe that I'm on your guys' side for whatever's going on here?
That's right. We're all in this together.
We united in a common goal. It was a goal Margaret and I used to share many years ago. but she lost hope after I died.
You're Johansson? Margaret Leonard's husband? The FBI agent who stole the Tesla cash?
I am. And I did. But when I learned what we'd taken from Tesla and buried in our vaults, what amazing technologies he had to offer the world, it became my dream to complete his work. But then I was diagnosed with terminal cancer. I had little time left, so we decided that I should be preserved in a cryogenic state, in hopes that a cure could be found someday.
But now you're here, alive again. So who's the one who brought you back?
Margaret refused. She said it wasn't safe yet. I tried to pressure her, and she disappeared.
In the end, it was Mason who completed the reanimation.
So what's it like?
Indescribable. I saw eternity. And I returned with a renewed sense of purpose. I finally saw the true vision of Tesla's work.
So if Mason brought you back, why did he turn against you?
Margaret can be very persuasive. I think she convinced Mason that my work was too risky. But she couldn't convince you, Tex.
I'm a little lost here. Why do you need me?
Margaret held one last piece of the puzzle. The Tesla egg. It is the nucleus of the atom. Without it, the spirit radio has little effect. But with it, the veil between living and dead will vanish, and we will all exist within the immortal coil. We have work to do. You're free to go, Tex.
These guys must be playing some kind of mind trick on me. This has got to be a setup of some kind.
Tex, buddy, I'm afraid I haven't been totally straight with you. But over the last 7 years, you have become a lying, womanizing, duplicitous, two-timing cutthroat who plays both sides against the middle for money, and is partners with the gentleman who just left the room. I thought you could just walk away from the person you'd become, but I see that fate may have something else in mind.
And now, day 7. The Talking Dead, or Lost in Translation.
After I returned from Ceysan, I called Alt to tell him Mason Bowers had taken a 40-foot leap. The guy was so broken up, he hung up the phone. I'm not sure if Bowers' death ended Alt's interest in this whole sorry mess, but my gut tells me I'll need his help if I'm ever going to solve this case. I decided to visit St. Germain to find more information about the Tesla egg.
The Tesla egg, the spirit radio.
How goes the investigation?
What is the effect of what you're trying to do?
You have any news regarding that egg we talked about?
Well, everybody's talking about the Tesla egg, but I think I've got a lead on it.
Ah, the egg of Columbus, the copper egg. Unveiled by Tesla at the Chicago World's Fair in 1893, it was the very heart of a small prototype that, some say, would become his most notorious invention.
But you seem underwhelmed, and that's not good.
You know the story of Tunguska?
Well, I do now.
If you believe, as many do, that the Tunguska explosion was caused by the Tesla death ray, and you believe that the Tesla egg is a core component of the death ray, well, then the egg would be of immense fortune. Tell me, what do you believe, Mr. Murphy?
I believe you know a lot more than you're telling me.
Are you familiar with Paradise Lost?
Isn't that one of those resorts for swingers?
No, that's Paradise Found.
Paradise Lost is a poem about the great divide in heaven when Lucifer was cast out. After his banishment, Lucifer swore revenge and created an army of his own. He and his followers waited in darkness for their chance to strike back at the god who cast them out. After a 3-day battle against the faithful angels, the forces of evil were banished from heaven for all eternity.
Well, I like it when the good guys win.
Yes. But what if the war were not over? What if Lucifer had not been defeated, but lay in wait, preparing for his chance to overthrow heaven?
Well, debating hypothetical fairy tales is a little nerdy for me.
Look at the world around you. Did heaven win the battle? Man has created hell on earth. And the longer man exists, the further he descends from the wisdom and discernment needed to overcome the darkness. At his core, he's a grasping, clawing, foolish creature, willing to commit any sin to appease his base and greedy nature.
I thought I was jaded. You really think we're as bad as all that?
There are still some who give me hope. You, I'm not sure about. Your role, whether for good or evil, has yet to be determined.
He's not so bad. Does he have the egg?
No, my dear. Entirely the wrong egg. An interesting trinket, to be sure, but not the egg I'm searching for.
Well, if it isn't Ariel Bowers. You know, I hope I pronounced that correctly, because Bowers doesn't have a wife.
Great work, Detective. How long did that take to figure out?
Not
About
long.
7 days.
Mr. Bowers
Less.
I have to confess, I haven't been totally honest with you on some things.
Just some?
I didn't know who you were when you first interrupted my own search of Bowers' place.
And what were you doing there?
I work for an organization you wouldn't have heard of. We're based out of St. Petersburg.
Florida.
Russia.
How about you?
I don't work for anyone. Just the greater good. And my own little passions, of course. Ariel and I have crossed paths on several occasions. This time we seem to have some objectives in common, so we pooled our resources.
Yeah, I'm well familiar with Ariel's resources. How common are your objectives and mine?
That depends. You the kind of man who lets innocent people die?
Not normally, no.
You've heard of the Tesla Legacy Society. At one time, it had a membership of hundreds. After Charles Johansson died, the numbers dwindled. Some time ago, all those people vanished without a trace. I'd hoped to find some answers from Bowers.
Oh, I got news for you. He's not dead. He's back.
He's the translator, I presume.
The one building the immortal coil. You say you like it when the good guys win? You plan on doing anything about that?
Oh, sure. Leave it to me, as always. What are you two gonna do about it?
This is not my battle to fight.
He knows me. I won't be able to get close to him like you can.
You shall have to find the Tesla egg first. Of course.
Great. I didn't even think of that. Well, if you don't have any more helpful tips...
Until we meet again, Mr. Murphy. And something tells me we will.
Until next time. Kiss for luck. You'll need it.
After visiting with St. Germain, the former Mrs. Bowers invites me to a place called the Resort and says she has information to exchange.
Don't I have a place at said resort?
Well, if it isn't Dudley Do-Right. Caught me red-handed.
You invited me here.
You know, you should see someone about your breaking and entering addiction. How'd you find this place?
I'm a spy.
Oh, okay. So she came to your place at the resort. All right. New profession or career path? Let's go with,
Yeah, and I'm an accountant.
No, I really am. The organization I work for, you couldn't pronounce it, but in English it's called the White Guard. We've been monitoring the translator for years. We've had our eye on you as well. So are you going to interrogate me? I have so much to confess.
Oh, I'm sure you do. You seem to know a lot about this immortal coil thing.
I'll be honest. I need your help, Tex. And I can help you. But I had to find out where your loyalties were.
So according to Google Translate, in Russian, the White Guard should be Belaya Gvardia. I mean, Tex would probably still have trouble pronouncing that.
Really? Well, what about me? When do I find out about you and where your loyalties lie?
That's why we're here, together, alone. I hope you don't mind. I took the liberty of ordering some food. Should be here any minute. I thought we could have a bite, get to know each other a little better.
Said the spider to the fly.
I told you, Tex, I've had my eye on you for a while. And as you know, I'm not married. Who knows what lies ahead?
What lies ahead? That may be the truest thing you've ever said to me.
It's a rough world out there. Any of us could be dead tomorrow. I live in the moment. And right now, I want that moment to be with you.
I'm going to stay true to Taylor. Sorry.
Ariel, I have any number of reasons to keep you at arm's length. But right now, I just need one. There's a woman that I care about. I might even be in love with her. And until I know for sure, I can't afford to live in the moment. No matter how gorgeous or enticing that moment might be.
I know things you might want to know.
I'm sure that you do. But if they come with strings attached, I'm not interested.
Okay, I promise. No strings attached. That must be the food. I'm just going to change real quick.
No changing.
All right, what did she get to eat? Oh.
Hey, cowboy. I was hoping I'd find you here.
Things have gotten slightly complicated. Prepared friendly dismissal. Feign fatigue. Yes, let's pretend to be really, really tired.
Taylor, it's so good to see you, but boy, am I pushed right now. You know, maybe we could talk tomorrow over breakfast.
I'm thinking a massage, a can of Red Bull to get you back into fighting shape. I'm sure you can go at least a couple rounds.
Let's see. We don't want to necessarily lie. Forewarn her that those rounds might be troublesome, especially with said energy drink, or beat her to the punch.
Just promise me you won't start throwing punches until I have a chance to explain. Okay, there's a woman in my bathroom.
Oh. Why is there a woman in your bathroom?
We're not gonna go for the big lie. Like, she already knows we're an awesome detective. So...
Ready to eat?
Well, I guess you can ask her yourself.
I'm famished.
Let's not go straight to being defensive. Be thoughtful or hope for the best. Be thoughtful.
I hope you ordered enough for 3.
So is this her?
Menage a Tex. Commit to Taylor.
This is Taylor. We're getting back together.
Who was that?
Who knows? She said she was Mason Bauer's wife, but she wasn't.
Interesting outfit.
I think she may have been trying to seduce me.
And why did she slap you?
Well, obviously, she didn't succeed.
I'm glad. So what do you want to do now?
Well, we have food coming and wine chilling.
Oh, I've got a lot of catching up to do. Sounds like a perfect way to start.
Taylor's something special, and I don't want to lose her. There's a magic she has. She's so accepting, and she puts me at ease. I used to believe Chelsea was the perfect one for me, but time and circumstances change, even if you don't want them to. As hard as you try, you can't go home again. Me and Taylor head back to my office on Chandler, where she insists on being brought up to speed on the case. That's good.
It's horrible what happened to Mason. And this is gonna sound terrible, but now he's gone, how are we ever gonna get your memory back?
Well, something tells me my memory may end up being the least of our worries here.
So if I've got this right, Dalton got Mason to thaw out Johansson, who came back after 30 years with a few screws loose, calling himself the translator. And now he's building something called the Immortal Coil, which requires the spirit radio and the Tesla's egg, whatever that is. Do you really believe all that stuff about the radio and being able to contact this woman?
I don't know. You told me yesterday that Charles Johansson could come back from the dead. I wouldn't have believed that either, except I saw him with my own eyes. This is worth a try. I just need to find out what Margaret did with the egg.
Maybe you can pick her brain. Sorry, that's mean.
Who knows? Maybe that's why they cut off her head. I mean, Maldonado and Bowers both died protecting it, keeping it away from the translator, so maybe there's a way to tap into Margaret's memories directly from her brain. I don't know how else her head would have anything to do with the spirit radio or the Immortal Coil.
Well, Cowboy, before you get too crazy, you might want to follow up on a lead I found for you. Called in some favors and found information on a property listed outside the city in Margaret Leonard's name. I thought we could go check it out. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Well, in order for me to get lucky, nothing unlucky has to happen to you, so I'm going by myself.
God, I love your tough guy shtick. You may just get lucky before, during, and after.
So who is Margaret Leonard, really? Is she a modern Dr. Mengele experimenting on damaged human beings for her own gratification? And why is she the critical key to my world over the last 7 years? My head's still spinning when I spot the location 200 feet below me.
Oh yeah, I think I remember this location. I want to say there was a demo for Tesla Effect, and this was the demo location, but I could be horribly wrong in that statement. But this is kind of like a dilapidated mansion lost in the fog.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Of course, I've always got a bad feeling about this. Could you just go ahead and place me in a hard case?
All right. Yep. And we've got some toxic water surrounding the place. We're gonna have. This is gonna be a little bit tricky because.
Better steer clear of the water. God knows what could be lurking in that.
Because there are gonna be things I'm gonna have to find and pick up.
Bucket of nails is always helpful when you want to fix something.
And I think I need that to construct a ladder. You know. Oh, hello.
Whoa. There was someone or something on the other side of this stream. I wonder if it's Mantis. I need to be careful. Sounds like he's in a homicidal mood.
And he's also covered in bloody spots.
I'm not sure that man is friend or foe. Well, this'll come in handy.
It will come in handy to interrupt dialogue.
Well, that might come in handy. With 5 planks, I could repair the ladder next to this shed.
All right. Well, 5 planks and perhaps some nails. But at the very least, I know the limits of my movement.
Feeling I'm
It's because you are Tex. You are being watched. It's really that simple. Alright, let's take a look around the shed then. Oh, nope. Here we go.
It's a plank. Looks like the shed Grandpa Murphy used to keep his moonshine business in. Yeah, it's an Ultra Pro 900 lock. I'll need to find the key before I can open this, and it's probably in the house. That man over there could be Mantis.
A lot of different things interrupting itself.
Yep, it's an old shed.
I'm reminded of one of my favorite quotes from the Pandora Directive, where while you're walking around Tex's office, there's some exercise equipment and some weights. And if you click on the weights, Tex says, like, I bought these in hopes of getting some exercise. And I'd start exercising with them if it wasn't for the fact that they're so darn heavy.
Nice.
Maybe not verbatim, but relatively close.
Now I could use that.
Alright. So let's combine wood planks with nails.
Dear God.
Jeez. Smart Alex. Have,
I guess
like,
luck counts for something.
Have like 2 more reactions. Alright, we've repaired the ladder. Oh, and it's a Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic.
It's a Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic, Cinnamon Twist. I'll put this in my comic book rack back at the office. Looks like the shed Grandpa Murphy used to keep his moonshine business in.
But now that I'm up... Oh, I didn't actually need to climb up here.
No, I fixed it, and it appears to be some sort of ladder.
Alright, can I approach? He just runs away, screaming out, die, over and over again. Friendly sort, that's okay. We don't always get along with strangers. Linden's Dairy Inc.
Yeah, last time I opened one of these, monkeys came flying out. The Ace of Base vase. Nice vase. It's a card reader. I'll need to find the card before I can get inside.
One step at a time. We'll get there, Tex. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow.
This card could be used to get in the front door.
Okay, maybe immediately. But let's actually take a quick walk around the outside. Maybe there's something else we can find that will be useful for our journey. Or there might be absolutely nothing. You never know with these games. If there's anything I've learned from my mistakes in the Puzzle Palace, it's that I need to have a little bit of a closer eye on maybe not everywhere, but specific rooms.
I'm a Morlock hunter. Hunter. Let's go get those bastards.
Liar! Liar!
You know, you seem like you could use a great big hug.
Friend? Slave! Killer!
I'm sorry. Is there something I can do to help you? A glass of water? A donut?
Get it? out of my head!
So, maybe some medication for you?
Help me? Slay? Die! Die!
Kids. They never shut the door when they go out to play. That must be Mantis, and my guess is Margaret Leonard left some medication to control his affliction somewhere in the swamp house.
But we got some
Garden shears are perfect for trimming grass, bushes, or stubborn branches.
some garden shears. We got some.
I wonder if there's a way to get these valerian flowers to grow quickly.
Oh, there is. Making our own tobacco out here. And we've got some XBR 1000 Deluxe Greenhouse Light. Grows plants in minutes.
The XBR 1000 greenhouse light. It sure grows plants fast, but the FDA banned them because of excess radiation. That's a big sack of seeds.
Actually, that would make it like that's closer to the tobacco analogy than I was thinking. Is there actually no other room in this house? Oh no, never mind. It just kind of fast forwarded into there. And there's the exit. What have we got here?
Never cared for pliers. Got lots of bad dental memories.
Do you have bad dental memories? Perhaps you should get to the root of the problem.
Ah, it's open to the centerfold.
Oh, what is this down here? Is it a Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic?
The Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic, Double Fudge Indemnity. I'll put this in my comic book rack back at the office.
Alright, what have we got here?
Oh, someone's writing their letter to Santa early this year. Another table. Oops. Yeah, talking to myself again.
A Guide to Swiss Hotels, 1935.
It's an empty vial.
Huh.
Whoa, that's one old vid phone. It's got a message on it, but I'll need to get Margaret's voicemail number to listen to it. It's an empty vial, ready for medical ingredients.
Okay, so I'm going to need to grow something really fast. And inject said stuff into Mantis.
Oh, I love sticky notes, and I just used my last one. Wait, something's written on this one. This key belongs to an Ultra Pro 900 lock.
All right. I was looking for one of those.
Grapple arm? I've always wanted one of these. They're good for reaching items just out of my grasp or in a dangerous situation.
Okay, so there's probably an item that I can reach that's over the river.
I know tongs are great for pulling my chestnuts out of the fire.
Was that a double entendre? Yes, I will be here not all night, but some of it.
And I'll need a key to open it.
I think I only have the, yeah, I only have that key. There are probably multiple of those.
What's a pot? For planting seeds.
Can I combine the seeds with the plot? With the pot?
I'm experiencing a sensation altogether new to me, and frankly, I love it.
I'll need to shine a powerful light on this plant to make it grow faster.
All right.
I bet this could increase my defense by +5.
How did you know?
Yeah, there's more to this world than meets the eye. Well, another matchbook to add to my collection. Very handy when you're venturing into public bathrooms. Don't tell anyone, but I hear these make fire.
Do I need to make a fire anywhere?
Looks like I'll need some firewood. The cabinet lock is broken, so I'll need to find another way to open it. That was a waste of time.
Not entirely.
Guess I better not be too creative, because it won't work. And that is one big jackalope.
Any couch cushions I can move? We got a drawer we can open. A Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic. The Maltese Falcon. Ah, and now we're back here. Okay, let's head back out. We're going to need to do two things. One, look for something overhanging over the river. Two, open up the shed.
You know, I've always thought that wood is a key ingredient to starting any fire. Well, that rake must be compensating for something.
I know what you're thinking, and that's not a good idea.
Oh, it's C4 chewing gum. This stuff packs quite a wallop, but oh, it is grape. I love grape flavor. On second thought, I better find another use for this.
Alright, so we've got explosives for some reason.
Is this? It is. It's actual moonshine.
Anything else we can pick up? I don't think so. Alright, now in theory there should be something overhanging this cursed river. I don't think I did much looking up. Oh, there is. There is a screw. Which we're going to get with the grapple arm. And then we're going to use the screw to open this up, or the screwdriver to open this up, I think.
That was a waste of time.
Never mind. That did not do that. Alright, can I blow it up with some chewing gum?
Maybe that was a little overkill, but was effective. I'm sure Thor's big hammer here could straighten a few things out.
And also I have wood now, so let us start a fire. Oh, hello. There's a puzzle up here. It's one of these puzzles. Great. What is on the leftmost side? Because I don't know what... There seems to be a symbol, though. So there's at least something I'm trying to arrange. These puzzles are always a bit on the tricky side. Especially if you don't actually have a really good idea of what the final image is supposed to look like. Now, this probably goes to the right here, but I'm wondering if there actually should be more to the left. And then that probably goes up there. What goes down there? It's probably that. Huh. And that probably goes here. So I need these two to switch sides. This is... Where does this go? Okay, what went... that went in the bottom corner. Okay, so that's not even in its rightful spot. So let's put that in its rightful spot. And then what goes here? It's this thing. Okay. Left half is done. Oh, is that it? That's it. Three, 7, 6. Well, we're gonna write that down for now. And next time, we'll see what that actually opens. For now, though, got any suggestions for something to play next, leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.